Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, Global Impromptu family. Today it's our 57th session of Global Impromptu Speaking. Thank you so much for joining us today. Right now we are 19 in number, but you're all looking colorful, glorious, and gorgeous. Thank you so much for joining. Please make sure your smiles are always on because you look even better when you smile. Really appreciate. Today our table topic master is someone who always loved to inspire others, love to laugh, and love to speak. And that shows she's alive and she's making a difference. But before I call her up on stage, I would request our timer of today's meeting, DTM Jesse, to explain the timing mechanism, please. DTM Jesse, over to you.
Yeah. Thank you, DTM Amjad ji. Today we are going to speak for 2 minutes, and we are having a wonderful leader who's going to take us through. So try and speak to 2 minutes full. At 1 minute, I will switch on the green light. At 1 minute 30 seconds, I will switch on the amber, and at 2 minutes it will go red. Please try and wind off your speech at when you see the red flag, and I wish you all the best. Enjoy speaking. Over to
Thank
you,
you so much.
Amjad.
Thank you so much, DTM Jesse. Can we all give her a big hand? Because today she's wearing zebra crossing, two-sided zebra crossing. So make sure you are on time when you are not overshooting it. And all right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please put your hands together to welcome our topics master of today's meeting, Toastmaster, Dr. Farida, all the way from Dubai. Over to you, Doctor.
A very good evening to my global impromptu family. I truly love you all, and I miss you all on the days that we don't have our sessions. One of the other things that I miss direly is my rose garden in Quetta, in the city of Quetta in Pakistan. The special thing about this garden is that each one of those rose bushes and shrubs has been planted by my husband and myself, and cared for with love and affection, just as DTM Amjad Ali is pruning us and caring for us with love and affection. Furthermore, a wide array of grafting has enabled each plant to bear roses of different colors from different stems, just as we over here in the Global Impromptu family display a wide variety of talents in different arenas. Today's theme is based on flowers and what they mean. I present to you a blank canvas to delve into within the framework of that meaning. Please enjoy the session, be bold, be vocal, be ready to delve. Delve is the word of the day. Feel free to use it liberally. I would love it if you guys would use it. And also you can enrich this session further. First of all, by your patient listening with your videos on and your smiling faces and presence. Second, with ample appreciation for the speaker. It takes a lot of guts to come up with a speech, guys. It takes a lot of guts. Ask me all about it. And thirdly, with constructive feedback, mainly in the chat. Coming to that, we will start this session. The first speaker that I would like to invite is Zainab. Zainab, yourself. The topic for you, the flower for you is a sunflower, and this means false riches. I will repeat. The topic for you is sunflower, which means false riches. Take it away, please.
First of all, I would like to wish a very good evening to everyone. This kind of reminds.
Sorry for the interruption. There's an echo. You can fix it before speaking, Zainab.
Is it better now?
Yes.
Okay, first of all, I would like to wish a very good evening to all the speakers. The topic given to me was sunflower, which stands for false riches. This reminds me of a quote which I feel every one of us has heard in some part of in our lives is, all that glitters is not gold. And I feel nowadays we are surrounded by so many things or so many shiny things, if I may say so, that we often look beyond the more modest things or the smaller things in life. And I think it's almost human nature to look in awe at anything which remotely glitters, be it a person or a thing, even though we have been told a lot of times that the things which are shiny on the outside or which seem too perfect on the surface are often very deceptive. I personally know people who live by the motto, which is go big or go home. I remember once in middle school, one of our professors told me this, that desire is like a pot of hell. It is a bottomless pit. So the more you fill it, the more it will ask. So what can we do about it? So what we need to do is, instead of delving into false riches, we need to look for the true riches or the smaller things in life that actually hold value in our life. But I feel in the whole process of running and chasing and getting blinded by the false riches, we often forget that happiness doesn't have a size. It doesn't have a packet size or a general size that we could measure it through. So instead of always going for the big things, maybe we should look at the smaller moments and the smaller things, and maybe those are the things which actually hold value in our life, and that would be it. Thank you so much.
Sorry for the interruption. Before you go ahead, the doctor, I just want to remind you there is a minor distraction at your side. Something is being dragged. So when you are, when you both, one of you are unmuted, make sure you both are unmuted. So consider that way. All right. All right. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Zainab. That was a lovely take on the matter. All that glitters is not gold. Remember that when you're looking for a groom, sweetheart. The next speaker that I would like to call is Savita ma'am.
Yes, please, Dr. Farida.
A very good evening, Savita. The
Very good
topic
evening.
for you is lavender rose. Lavender rose, which actually means love at first sight.
Thank you so much. Lavender rose, love at first sight. Wow. They say that love is at first sight, but actually, I don't believe it. Like rose, when you first see it, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. But when you go near, you know there are other parts of the flower also, which are to be seen and felt with time. Same is with love. It cannot be at first sight. Something, yes, definitely something in the person's mind is there that you want in love, these characters. They are not at the first sight. Definitely mindset is made that way when you are growing up, when you reach at the stage, when you're at the point of selection, or it is in your back of the mind, yes, somebody can be your partner. There are few points you want in your partner. So those things are there. And you know what happens? Suddenly when with interactions and all, you see those points are seen in one person, then that sight, that point, that time becomes the first sight. Otherwise it is not love at first sight. Love at first sight, then you cannot delve into that. So in my opinion, of course, lavender rose, they say rose is a flower which is used for relationship where love is there. Definitely, because characteristics of a rose, the fragrance, what it gives, the beauty it gives, it is similar to a love, relationship in a love. I agree with that. But love at first sight, not possible. You have to have basic, some criteria, some characteristics, something in your mind, then only you will get the love at first sight. Otherwise, no. Thank you so much. Over to you, Dr. Farida.
I totally agree with you, Savita. Lovely take on the matter. It's all just dopamine. There's no love at first sight. The next speaker for tonight is Daisy. Hi, Daisy.
Good evening. Hi. Good evening, Farida
The
ma'am.
flower that is there for you in line is hyssop. And hyssop means sacrifice. I will repeat, the flower that is for you is hyssop. And hyssop means sacrifice. It stands for sacrifice. Take it away, please.
Thank you, Farida ma'am, for this beautiful fragrance topics. Hisab, that is meant for sacrifice. Yes, life, love is possible at first sight, but sacrifice comes from within. If you have love within you, definitely it comes with certain amount of sacrifice. Otherwise, it can't be a love. You can fall in love with anything at first sight, especially flowers. They attract you. At first sight, you fall for them. You really love them. The garden, the fragrance it emits, everything attracts you. Maybe hyssop, I have not seen that flower. Maybe it must be looking beautiful, and that beauty must come with some kind of a sacrifice in it. That flowers, they give beauty, they wither next day. That one day, they when they are there, they give so much happiness to people who look at them. Why do we have the flower gardens? Why do we have places? Even in Dubai, we have a place, Miracle Garden. You go there, you look at all the flowers. They are there for that day, maybe for few days they are there, but so much happiness they give us, and they wither. And that is the nature of flower, and that is the nature of human beings also. We are also like a flower. We emit happiness to others, and we should also be ready to wither for others when it is necessary. Over to you, Farida ma'am.
Oh my God, what a lovely take on the matter, Daisy. Love you, love you. Truly, truly, you delved into the matter. It's excellent, excellent take. The next speaker for tonight is Sushant. Gavalier Sushant.
Yeah, am I audible and
Yes,
visible
you're
right now?
audible. Yes, you're visible
Yeah.
there. The topic for you is chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum stands for optimism. The flower is chrysanthemum, which stands for optimism. Optimism.
Optimism.
Yes. Thank you. Take it away.
Yeah. So, optimistic. Wow, something that I really love. Being optimistic. First, when I heard the word optimistic, I had no idea. What? Optimistic? What is it all about? And when I started growing, my ears started hearing it many times just from my parents. Sushant, be optimistic. And one day I started hearing it from a friend. Sushant, please be optimistic, da. What? Hey, why are everybody using that particular word and what is it all about? And one day my teacher even used that. I was so confused. Who's just going to use the same word, that too against me? Then I thought, okay, if parents and teachers are saying that, never see any reason. The friends can joke, but the teachers cannot. Okay. So I just searched about what optimistic is. I saw so many stories. Then I got to know being confident. That's when I got to know. Sushant, they told something relevant to you. Yes, being confident. Whenever I do a thing, even though I put whole hard work in that, still, if I need to present it in front of the teacher, I would have all the excuses. I would just get scared. Even though doing a project or even preparing for an ISC contest for our club next week, I'm ready with the content as I need to just speak with a mentor and then practice, but still I'm getting scared on speaking. So friends, now I suggest you all be optimistic. Over to the table topic master.
Lovely, lovely. I love it how you delved into optimism, and I love your dialogue delivery. Excellent, Sushant. The next speaker for tonight is Sweeti Pinjani. Sweeti, can you unmute yourself? Hi. The flower for you is purple hyacinth, and the purple hyacinth stands for forgiveness. Forgiveness. So your topic is forgiveness. Take it away, please.
Okay. How many of you hold grudges against anyone? At least one person? Yeah. Even I do. Uh, yeah. But my granny always used to say, forgive and forget. Not for the person who hurt you, but for your own self. I am a person who actually likes to hold grudges. I don't forgive easily, truly speaking, because I can't forget easily if someone has done something wrong to me. Um, but this happened. There was a time in my life when I was really struggling, and that is the time when you come to know who are your real friends. So that was the time when people whom I thought will be my good friends were not with me, and people whom I thought will not be with me were with me. So that time I started holding grudges for people who thought were my good friends, and I said that okay, when they are in need, now I won't help them. So that was something I was holding. Then this thing happened. One of those friends who was not able to help me, he was in a real trouble. He was actually struggling with some psychological issues, and he was still a good friend to me, so he started talking to me on that terms. And then I was still holding grudges. I thought, why should I help him, why should I help him? But then I said, okay, in this situation I think he really needs a friend. And I used to talk to him and make him feel good. So slowly he started feeling good. He came to me and he said that due to just talking to me, he is able to overcome his psychological issues. And till today he tells not only me but to his family members and his other friends also that I helped him in his tough times. So that was one time I was able to overcome the grudge and help someone, and that person appreciates me till today. And he tells the story to everyone. So I would say just try to forgive and forget. It's tough at the beginning, but just try once and you will feel good about it. Maybe you will also change like I did. Thanks for the topic.
Lovely, lovely, sweetie. I loved it how you explained it. I love it. The next speaker is going to be Abhinav Gaur. The topic for you, yes. The topic for you is daffodils, and daffodils mean new beginnings. New beginnings. Take it away, please.
New beginnings. In life, everything is new for me because my name is Abhi now, which means always new. So whatever I do, it's something for me. And I'm not afraid of starting anything new. Because new beginnings give you a spark, at least a moment of happiness. All of you must have at least once your lifetime has taken this new Year resolution that okay, from this year I'll work on my fitness. I'll go to gym, I'll go to yoga, I'll take a walk, I'll jog, I'll cycle, I'll do anything. Maybe you'll end by first week or even after second day, but still you'll think about it and you start. Remember that moment, that morning fresh air which you feel when you woke up early at 5 a.m. What a fresh air. Wearing your tracksuit, tidying up the lace, and you are out for a jog. Remember that feeling. That feeling is really awesome. And after completing that track, it might be a short 1 minute or 1 kilometer or 2 kilometer walk or a run or a 5 kilometer bicycle ride. But once you reach home, the sense or the feeling of achieving something good is priceless. This is the quality of new beginning. First step is really, really hard to take. But my dear friends, when you take the first step, then this journey becomes very easy. Because to start any journey, the toughest step is the first step. To make your mind that yes, I can do it. It requires a lot more courage, a lot more efforts to convince your mind that you can do it. And once you're on the path, nothing can stop you. So these new beginnings are always good, but you have to control your mind, control your body, and move toward that path. And believe my friends, once you start a journey, you'll enjoy the journey because I believe that is not destination, it's a journey which you enjoy. And that journey starts with a new beginning, the first step. Over to you, Farida, and thank you for such a nice topic.
Lovely, lovely, great, great. The next speaker for tonight is Ma'am Anushari. Toastmaster Anushari. Can you please unmute?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Anushari.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. The flower for you is a blue hyacinth, just like your virtual background, blue hyacinth. And what it means is constancy, that it's constant, constancy.
Mhm. Namaste, my global impromptu family and friends. And you know very well, this namaste and this starting is very constant. Every day I start, my topic is from this way, and you people are dealt with that. You know that I'm trying to adjust with all of you. So now, you know this is not a only word for me, this is my characteristic, and I'm going with the blue, which is a coincident, but yeah, maybe it is my true colors which is coming today. Okay. I'm very consistent, yes, for each and everything. If I start something, I will definitely do it. And many things in my life I'm doing. First, in relationships, I'm very consistent, which if I commit something, definitely I'm there for. Okay. The second thing is for my health issues. For my health, I am very consistent. After last 5 years, I'm doing extremely. Maybe people are not even realize that the small tips which I'm doing, that definitely benefit for me. The third thing, consistent. I'm consistent from 2017 for my public speaking. I started, and till today, I'm not even, I think from Bollywood meeting, only once or twice I absent from the meetings. Otherwise, I'm a regular person over there. So you can understand that my commitment, you can understand my consistency. Whatever I'm doing, I'm consistent in that. I took a job in a school, 16 years, I'm there only. Yes, 16 years I'm there in the same job. Okay. If anything, if I'm doing anything and which is definitely stuck to me, or it's good for me, my family, or anything, for anything, I'm doing consistently. So this is not a word for me. This is a part of my nature. This is part of my behavior. And now you people are also my family, and you can see me consistently here. Over to you, table topic master.
Fantastic, Anushari. As always, fantastic take on the matter. The next speaker for tonight is Sarah. And the topic for you, Sarah, are you there? Is Black Rose, and it means death. Death. Take it away, please.
Hello, everyone. I would like to, am I audible? I would like to wish a very good evening to everyone. The flower that is given to me is black rose, which represents death. And death is truly inevitable, and it is the only thing that we are aware of, that we know that all of us will experience, and we can never outrun it truly. And this reminds me of a small story which is about a man who lived in Baghdad, who had sent his servant to buy something from a market. And basically, the servant came back and he was very scared and trembling. And he told the master that told the merchant that he saw a, a death when he was in the market. And so he wants to avoid death and he wants to travel somewhere far. So he goes off to Samara. The very next day, the merchant goes to the marketplace and he sees death, and then he asks him that, why did you scare my servant away? Now he's in Samara. So Death replied, I wasn't trying to scare him. I was actually surprised because I had an appointment with him tonight in Samara. So basically, in a nutshell, this story tells us that instead of running from something which we know is coming and which can't be undone, we should focus on the time we have and we should focus it on living. And yes, that would be it for me. Thank you for the topic.
Good take on the topic. Yes, death is inevitable. I agree. I agree. The next speaker for tonight is Bhaji. Good evening, Bhaji.
Hi, good evening.
The rose for you is clematis, which means mental beauty. The topic for you is clematis, which means mental beauty. Take it away, please.
In a way, when you speak or when you start talking to somebody else, the words you use, the thoughts you share, depends solely on what you feel inside. You actually might feel that nobody knows, nobody is looking at it, nobody is caring, nobody is noticing, but then it's not that. I mean, the way you convey messages, how you face situation, the real person in you will come to light when you actually face situations. When you face situations, the way you respond, the way you think about the others, think from the others' perspective, and how you make them feel and how you solve that issue makes a lot of difference in your behavior. Plus, it actually shows the character within you to the others. So for all this, your mind has to have a very clear thought. In this situation, it's so difficult to have clarity of mind. But then again, everybody is going through the exact same thing. So then how much fresh can you keep your mind? How much positive things can you come across? Can you consciously be attentive to? I mean, you need to keep delving into all those positive things which are around you, which eventually brings a lot of clarity and purity within your mind. Only then, with your interactions, you can share that happiness, share that nice time with the others, and make somebody else's life also a much more worthwhile, beautiful, their time well spent. So yes, clarity of mind, positivity, keep getting positivity actually clarifies your mind, and it your mind will be much more better. Thanks.
Lovely, lovely, Bhaji. It's always a pleasure to hear you. The next speaker for tonight is Anupama. Anupama, can you unmute yourself, please? I think her internet is unstable. She just messaged me. Anupama, you can speak with your video off if it's okay with you. Okay, the next speaker for tonight is Jessie. Jessie. Unmute yourself, please, Jessie.
Unmute.
Unmute yourself, please, Jessie. Can't hear you. Bottom left.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
that's it. Got it.
Got it.
So the flower for you, Jessie, is the lily of the valley. And what it means is happiness. The topic for you is lily of the valley, which means happiness.
Toastmaster of the evening, Farida, and my fellow Toastmasters. A lily is the sign of happiness. Lily is the sign of purity. The color of lily is white. In our churches, we on Holy Mass, lily flowers. The temple, the church is decorated. Sometimes even on the tombs, the burial tombs, lilies are kept. Lily is a sign of purity. It shows it's a flower which has got no blemish on that. And it asks us also, be pure as lily. You see, the lily, how pure it is. If we have to strive to be a lily in pure, and when you are pure, you are always happy. There is nothing, no sign of blemish in you. So my point today is better to try to be lily. I know it is difficult in this world, but as long as your wish is to be a lily of the valley, probably if not lily, we can become slightly pink lily before we turn it into white, maybe. That there is a pinkish color where we are all struggling, and then we can flower as lily. I wish I want to be a lily before I return to the valley. Valley of death, perhaps. Over to you, Farida. Thank you.
My God, very well spoken, Jessie. Very well spoken. I love you so much.
Thank you.
The next speaker for tonight is Sakina. Sakina, can you unmute yourself, please?
Hi.
Hi. The flower for you tonight is snapdragons. Snapdragons, which actually means strength. They stand for strength. Take it away, please.
Okay, so my flower is snapdragons, which stands for strength. And I think that with strength, it's something that some people have hidden and some people it's shown more. But everybody has strength, and the goal of life is to bring that out. Throughout your life, you do things like Toastmasters and you challenge yourself, and all this stuff shows your strength more and more. So you keep challenging yourself, you keep pushing yourself, and slowly the strength inside will show on the outside as well. And the goal of life is that you can, there's always more strength inside of you than outside, and you can always keep growing and pushing yourself to keep showing that to the world, and just to never stop working. And there's so many different types of strength. You can go to the gym and work out, or you can mentally strengthen yourself by reading and trying new classes, and just continue learning, continue strengthening yourself in every way. And that's the goal of life.
That's great. That was great, Sakina. The next speaker for tonight is Fatima. Fatima from Chicago. Can you unmute yourself, please?
Yes, hi.
Hi. The flower for you is blue salvia. Blue salvia, and what it means is thinking of you. The flower for you is blue salvia, and what it stands for is thinking of you. Take it away, Fatima.
Okay, so for those who don't know me, I am Dr. Farida's younger sister from Chicago. So the topic is kind of relevant today, so I'm going to kind of personalize it towards our relationship here. So the way I think of a flower is that it has its beauty in the way it looks and the way it smells, right? Those are the two things we see. We get like visual happiness, and we get also smell, the beautiful smell, and that makes us feel a little bit more, what would I say, like it just creates a good image in our mind, right? Like with the fragrance. So the flower that I have, which means thinking of you, is, I will relate it to you, Farida, because, as a flower, when I think of you, then you create, a beautiful image in my mind with good fragrance, right? And that, I think it's one of the purposes, it's one of the important purposes in life, is to bring happiness in other people's lives, and then, help them be happy about themselves too. And I think that this whole thing that we're doing here also is one of the causes, so that we can have a better way of spreading that joy and happiness to others, right? So this is I'll dedicate this topic to you, Farida, thinking of you as a flower. And this it's very well fit there. So when we were growing up, you were my, the older sister, and, I looked upon at you. And even now, with the examples you have created in your life, you have created joy and happiness and fragrance around you, which brings a lot of positivity. So thank you. Over to you.
Thank you. Love you too, Fatima. The next speaker for tonight is Sunita. Sunita with the cat. Hi, Sunita. Good evening. So the topic for you, the flower for you is the orange rose. And the orange rose stands for desire. Take it away.
Thank you. Toastmaster Farida and other Toastmasters and guests, good evening. The name of the flower is orange rose. Okay. And it means desire.
Orange rose, which stands
Orange rose, which stands for desire. I can very honestly say I'm a person with very few desires. My whole desires revolve around my family. So if my family is happy, I'm happy. I'm one of those few people who, I think among my friends, one of those few people who never craves for a better job. But I always tell myself, I want the vehicle to move as it is moving now. I don't want it to go backward. Means life to continue as it is continuing now. I don't want any great, I don't want to win a lottery. I don't believe in filling up all those forms and putting it in the box. I just want life to be as it is going on now. No great desires in life, just a happy family. Children should be well settled. And seeing a smile on their face is very, very important for me. That's all that I crave for. That's all I pray for. Rest of the things, it's all so fleeting. Life, you are here today, you're not going to be there tomorrow. So money doesn't really make much of a difference. It makes you feel comfortable. Definitely it gives you, but how much I have today, I'm so happy with what I have. So basically money doesn't make and I don't have any desires like I want to see the world, anything, very small desire, see my children happy, see my husband happy, see my relatives happy, friends happy. So basically very few desires. Over to you, Toastmaster of the table topic.
God, I love your speech, Sunita. I love your speech. You should be an international motivational speaker. Fantastic. And it's very comforting to know that I have less competition for Tom Cruise. So it was good to hear your speech. The next speaker for tonight is Wafa. TM Wafa, Toastmaster Wafa.
I am here.
Yes, there you are. The flower for you is sweet pea. Sweet peas. And what they stand for, appreciation. Appreciation.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, table topic master, and everyone. I am so excited to be here again after so many days. Right. I love the theme and how Dr. Farida is relating every flower to a value. And I really appreciate that she gave me a flower which actually expresses appreciation. Now, we think we appreciate everything, but actually we don't. And I learned this I apologize for I'm in a car, so there's a lot of noise. Okay, we think we appreciate things, but we don't. And I learned that when I started reading the book, Magic. And when I read this book, Magic, it told me that how we appreciate things, but yet we don't appreciate things. Gratitude was everything that the universe wanted. I learned to appreciate the new day. I learned to appreciate myself. I learned to appreciate my fingers that helped me actually read and flip the little pages of the book. So I'm so glad that you gave me this topic about appreciation. And I would like to appreciate you all, and I would like to appreciate the organizer of this table topic, DTM Amjad Ali, that you're giving us all a platform where we can actually work on our skills. And I'd like to appreciate you for giving me such a wonderful topic for the day. Let's appreciate everything we have. Over to you, table topic master.
Fantastic, Wafa, fantastic. It's always a pleasure to hear you speak. The next speaker for tonight is TM Ajay. Toastmaster Ajay,
Yes, ma'am.
where's your TV? There you are.
I'm there. I'm on TV always.
Yes, and your hat.
Yes.
Yes. The topic for you tonight is a flower coral rose, which stands for friendship. The flower for you is coral rose, and it stands for friendship. Take it away, TM Ajay.
Fantastic. Well, good evening, everyone, or good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're logged in from. First of all, I'm so glad and so happy to be on this forum of friends. You all are like the coral roses for me. And the beauty is I have, I think, approximately 15 of them who are really charming amongst those, standing out as roses. Yes, friendship, I think, is the most valuable thing which we can get along in our journey of life. I had a few weeks back during a Toastmasters meeting taken up this subject of chosen family. And I believe strongly that while we have our own families, which we don't have an option to choose, because we have parents, brothers, sisters who come our way because we are born into their families. Some may be good, some may not be so cooperative or enterprising, but friends are something which we choose ourselves. So be wise when you're choosing friends, because they're just like those roses, coral roses, which can bloom and make your life fragrant, can make your life beautiful, and never ever forget those friends as you go along in life. We have made such wonderful friends on this particular platform. Again, thanks to DTM Amjad for the platform and all of you who are here. I truly value all your friendships, and I always wish that all of you bloom like those wonderful, charming, enchanting, fragrant coral roses. Over to you, Farida. Thank you so much.
Fantastic, fantastic, TM Ajay, and I agree. I join you in thanking DTM Amjad on having this forum for us and dedicating so much time for all of us. The next speaker for tonight is Advait. Advait? Advait?
Yes, hello.
Yeah, there you are. Advait, can you unmute yourself? I mean, show your video as well if you can. If your internet is fine.
Yeah, it's pretty dark here, so I don't know.
Okay, it's okay. You can have it on
That's
or off.
fine. Cool then. So be it.
So the flower for you is hollyhock, and hollyhock stands for ambition. Take it away, Advait. Ambition, ambition.
Yeah, cool. Thank you. First of all, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. So the topic given to me is ambition. Now, most of you here must have crossed, I mean, you're already in your adulthood. Now if you go back to those years, you might have been under your parents and you're studying, and you all have your own goals. That's my point. And in future, you want to do something. You want to make your family proud. Or most importantly, it's about making yourself happy. Making yourself happy. That's the most important thing. People forget that these days. So, yeah, we people. Some people want to like make a change in the world. Whether it's okay, for example, there are people I know who want to change the nature. They think about global warming, so many issues like that, and they're like, many people are doing engineering and medical. I want to do something like this, and then there are families who are very against it. Some people want to become a leader for the country. I can't believe that I have friends like that. You know, they want to like serve the people. They want to do a lot of things. Now these are big ambitions, but in the end of the day, it's what satisfies you. Some people just want to like have a normal life with a decent pay, and just live a normal life, and in the end have a family of your own. It's all part of life in the end. And as I said before, it's about what makes you happy. Thank you.
Good take, Advait. Good take. Well spoken. The next speaker for tonight is Monu. TM Monu.
Yes, ma'am.
Is left. TM, there you
Yeah,
go.
I'm here. I'm here.
Hi. So the topic for you, the flower for you is an iris, and the iris stands for wisdom. The iris stands for wisdom. Take it away.
Wisdom. Wisdom. Wisdom is, I will say, whatever we are doing here, we are just trying to wish what we can achieve. Wisdom, we will say, just like a desire or ambition in our life. Every time we try to achieve, we wish to achieve most of the things in our life. But it is not that whatever you are desiring and trying to get, you can. In our life, sometimes what happens, we may fail. We may fail and not can get what we really desiring for. At that time, what we do, we have to go for those things what we can achieve at that particular time. Going ahead, you can get the things which are really looking for gradually, but not, you cannot jump directly for what you are looking for. This is our human mind, which always asks for more and more. We always think, how can we become a rich person like Anil Ambani? They have earned a lot, much money every day. How can we get? But it is not like that. If you want to go there, then you have to move ahead step by step. We have to control other things. We have to control our mind so that we could achieve things gradually. We have to control our mind because in our life, it is not easy what you think. Just think what you can, not go away beyond your limit, because everyone has their own limit. They cannot go beyond that. So stay there, just go whatever you can and be happy. Thank you. Over to you.
Great, great, Monu. Lovely. Well said. Well said. The next speaker for tonight is TM Umar. TM Umar.
Yes.
Good evening. So the flower for you is magnolia.
Okay.
And the magnolia stands for love of nature. The magnolia stands for love of nature. Take it away, please.
What a wonderful topic, Pastor Farida. Love of nature, according to me, is one of the most spiritual experience that you can have. I always consider myself man of nature and love spending time in nature. Whenever I go have some vacation or anything, I will be at the beach side or Corniche and experience the nature as itself. It's so much content you feel because nature is our mother, because we are the ones who are have to evolve according to the nature, because we cannot get, if we are not getting distant from the nature, we are getting distant from your own self also. I always feel our human nature should always be coinciding with the mother nature. In our evolutionary process and our technology that we are advancing, sometimes we are sacrificing the nature. We are maybe getting technologically advanced, but nature wise we are not protecting it. I heard some wonderful message one time. Savage is not the one who lives in forest. savage is the one who destroys the forest. So we are the ones that we are doing so much destruction in our lives, and wars and pollution and so much things that we are doing, and we are not protecting it. We are always having to trying to get more space, trying to get more advanced, but at what cost? At the cost of nature. So we have to protect the nature because we are part of it. As a human nature, as a wildlife nature and wildlife, whatever it is, they are also the living beings. Even plants are living beings also. They can feel things, they can even talk, but we cannot hear. So how it is, how you will feel if your kid who cannot speak, if it's getting brutally punished or getting hurt, you will feel very bad now. So we have to protect the nature, and we have to live in a surrounding in which we can nurture that nature. Back to you, Tibetan master. Thank you.
Very well said. Very well said. I totally agree. All your points were extremely valid. The next speaker for tonight is Meet. Meet, TM Meet.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Meet. The topic for you, the flower for you is a black-eyed Susan, and the black-eyed Susan stands for justice. Take it away, please.
So, yeah, in our country, everybody is equal before the law. No matter who the person may the person may be in army or police or any other high post, or even if the person is very poor or doesn't have much resources, but still, if he is speaking the truth, he he gets justice. And always remember, delay in justice is equally like injustice. Thus, we should people should stand for their people should stand for themselves. People should stand for their point. People should speak for themselves and get what they require. And if they are on the right path, they will get it. If they are doing it illegally or something bad, or if they are on the bad path, they won't get it. They will fail at some time, and life will teach them a lesson very soon. Thank you so much, ma'am. Over to you.
Well spoken, Meet. Well spoken. The next speaker for tonight is Jaya Jaggi. Jaya Jaggi. Miss Jaya Jaggi. Okay, then we'll move on. Yeah, there you are. Jaya Jaggi,
Please accommodate me.
I'm sorry?
I just said please accommodate me.
Yes, sure,
I
sure.
was missing the meeting.
Yes, sure, sweetheart. It's your turn. So this is a first come, first serve basis. So it's your turn, sweetheart. The flower for you is red poppy, and the red poppy stands for remembrance. So the topic for you is remembrance. Take it away, please.
Thank you, Toastmaster Farida. I am not a nature lover. I do not like flowers much. I do not have any idea of flowers, and I have not heard this flower ever in my life. So I can definitely not comment on how this flower looks or how it smells, but definitely it has aroused a curiosity in me that now I should carefully look at flowers and try to learn more about flowers as well, because no one knows when you ask such a topic in my table topic session. But yes, I have a lot to say about remembrance. When you said the word remembrance, there was not a single thing that came to my mind, but there were so many thoughts that came to my mind. And I was struggling, which I'm going to share with these beautiful flowers in this table topic session. And I have chosen to share something that is quite close to my heart. When I think of all those happy moments with the people I love the most. And yes, how can I forget this meeting? Every Wednesday, every Friday, and every Sunday, I missed this meeting, and then I think, oh, I missed it again. And this is how I remember the meeting and the people around. Though at certain points in my life, I'm unable to make to some places or some events, but still they are really close to my heart. And especially those people who have made a huge difference in my life. I know we are unable to communicate, but still, all of you have made a huge difference in my life. And here I would definitely take the names of the people who live with me, who help me to grow. And because of them, I am able to talk about my life on such a platform. So when I think of the remembrance, I think of all the happy and beautiful moments with the people I love, with the friends I roam around, and with the food I eat, or anything that makes my life happy. And yes, I want you to remember all the happy moments and just let go the grudges, the bad memories, the negativity, because life is too short. Over to you, Toastmaster Farida.
Well spoken, Jaya, well spoken. The next speaker for tonight is Ms. Tushita from Colombo.
Yes, Dr. Farida.
Good evening, Tushita. The flower for you is something that I use in my tea. I drink Maramia tea. It's extremely healthy. And the flower's name is sage. And what it stands for is immortality. So the topic for you is immortality.
Mortality. Yes, you have to. I have to delve into the topic to see what I'm going to speak. Because it's like this: health is wealth. Lord Buddha has preached, health is wealth. When you speak about flowers, it also gives us health, because when you look at flowers, it uh, it gives you happiness and it gives you joy, and then because of that you get health. Your blood gets purified, and then uh, you will be healthy. Your blood pressure will go down, and the stress hormones will come down. Then you will improve your health, because not only the beauty, we have to look at the health fact also. And when we truly delved into the qualities of flowers, and it gives you very good health, and because of that it will create wealth as well. Over to you, madam.
Well done, well done. The next speaker for tonight is Harsh Madhani. Harsh Madhani? It's left. Okay. Then there is Roshan. Roshan. Okay. Then Jaya Raghuvanshi.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yes.
Sorry, I was on mute. This is Rosh here.
Yes, Roshan. The topic for you tonight, the flower for you is a carnation, and the carnation stands for pride. So the topic for you is pride. Take it away, please.
Good evening, Toastmaster Farida and fellow flowers for tonight. And the topic for today is, for me, is pride. I'll take you to a journey which for me was the most, I would consider that to be a most proudest moment of my life. So it was like I had some ambitions to get into some of the best institutes in my country, and I studied a lot, and also helped other people get into that college. But unfortunately, they were the ones who got into that college, but I didn't. So I said, okay, let me give it one more try. And then the next year I tried again. But then, even after my best efforts, I could not get into that college. I said, okay, maybe destiny had something else for me in this, in the some other plans for me. So what happened was, although I didn't get a good college back in India that time, I was in IT. I continued my journey in IT for 2 more years, and then I got into a Big Four company in Singapore. That was PricewaterhouseCoopers Singapore, and I could see the pride in the eyes of my parents that day. They were beaming with joy, and they were always they were putting up status on WhatsApp, and they were telling everyone, hey, this guy has got into Big Four in Singapore. So that's about it. Thank you so much.
Fantastic, fantastic. We are proud of you too. It was good of you to make your parents proud. I think that's what children's duty is, to make their parents proud. The next speaker for tonight is Jaya Raghuvanshi again, last call. She's not there. So DTM Amjad, would you like to take a flower? Oh, there you are. Okay.
Yes, doctor. I'm here, ma'am.
So the flower for you is Edelweiss. And the Edelweiss stands for devotion. The Edelweiss stands for devotion. Take it away, please.
Thank you so much, Madam Table Topics Master, Dr. Farida, for giving me this beautiful topic, Edelweiss devotion. I'm sure wherever you have reached in your life, it is not without devotion. Of course, be it your studies, be it your passion for studying, or reaching to become someone you have become, be it doctor, or teacher, or anybody in technical field. Yes, I completely say that devotion is something which drove me in my life as well, which helped me delve into my own thoughts, live with them, and introspect, then got out from it as real person. I have mentioned in many of my speeches that what took me here is one more thing, which is traveling. Traveling is something I devoted myself to. Reason being, I enjoy thoroughly. Why do I enjoy thoroughly? Because I connect with people. Connecting with people is something I seriously feel purpose of my life. When I interact with them, I learn from their eyes, from their movements, their body language, their behavior, the way they dress, the way they eat, and then I try to interact with them and learn, why do you do that? And I get a chance to speak to them, and even better, knowing them. The same thing happens in vice versa. So we become better human beings. We try to learn. So I consider myself as an ambassador of humanity somehow. In a smaller version, that's completely okay. I go travel and make sure people are knowing other cultures which they don't know yet. And they are trying to learn from my source. And I'm learning their cultures from their sources. And I'm someone intermediate. And today I'm sharing with you, this is what I do that. And that would not have happened without devotion, dedication, seriousness, passion, and love for humanity and being yourself. Doctor, thank you so much for giving me this topic and living my life. Right now, I'm having goosebumps on my bodies. Thank you so much. Back to you.
Excellent, DTM Amjad. It's always a pleasure to hear you. So now it's over to you.
We have imported somebody special all the way from Saudi Arabia to give you a topic. Doctor, over to Toastmaster Umar.
Toastmaster Farida, I have my favorite flower for you, jasmine. And jasmine symbolizes spirituality. Jasmine symbolizes spirituality. Over to you.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. I thank everybody on speaking so well. My topic for tonight is the flower jasmine, which stands for spirituality. For me, spirituality does not only mean being religious. Spirituality is within you. It is within you. It is not related to religion in any way. I have seen many people, I have come across many people, I have relatives who are not religious at all, who do not follow religious customs, but they're extremely spiritual. Spiritual means you consider yourself, you bring yourself in oneness with nature and the Almighty. No matter which religion you belong to, no matter which country you belong to, whether you follow a religion or you don't follow a religion, whether you're an atheist, you can bring yourself in oneness or in harmony with nature and with the Almighty. This is what true spirituality is. And when one person achieves true spirituality, what they do is they stop harming other living beings, number one, because they appreciate all other living beings. They start being more appreciative of the life that they have on earth. Whether they believe in heaven or hell and everything is secondary, but they're more appreciative of their lifespan on earth. And also, they are more vigilant of not hurting others, not doing wrong things, not cheating other people, keeping a nice, straightforward life. So this is what spirituality means to me. And I personally believe that I'm not totally spiritual, but I'm on the right path. I try to do the right thing. Sometimes my mind goes haywire. I try to bring it back. I try to narrow myself down and I try to stay on the path. A very good evening to everybody.
Thank you so much, Dr. Farida. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how we conduct our successes. Thank you so much, Dr. Farida, for introducing us all the flowers on this planet. And you are such a beautiful flower. God bless you. Thank you so much. Can we all give her a big hand, please? Now let's learn the timing from our own DTM, Jesse. DTM Jesse, would you like to?
I put the timings on the chat. Farida is 2.03. It will, otherwise everyone quite okay. I think one, Sweetie 2.3 and Amjad sir is 2.27. Rest are all closer to 2. It's there on the chart.
Yes, we
Good
saw it,
timing.
but we wanted to hear your
Oh,
voice.
you want you to say
No, no, it's
that.
fine. No, no, it's fine. It's
Okay,
fine.
fine. I can read out. Zainab 1.40, Savita 1.559, Daisy 1.37, Sushant 1.42, Sweetie 2.30, Abhinav 2.10, Anushri 2.16, Sara 1.46, Bhaji 1.44, Jesse 1.53, Sakina 1.07, Fatima 2.03, Sunita 1.58, Wafa 1.32, Jay 1.25, Advait 1.50, Mono 2.22, Omer 2.26, Meet 1.03, Jaya 2.17, Tushita 1.13, Roshan 1.40, Amjad 2.27, Farida is
2.03.
2.03.
Please give her a big hand, please. Jessie ma'am, we saw this, but this is an opportunity for the timer to speak and spend some time on stage. That's the reason I called you up to read it all.
Oh, okay,
Right.
okay. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much, ma'am, for delving into this role and helping us achieve our success, 57 success. Can we all give these two beautiful flowers, our honorable ladies, Dr. Farida and the GTM Jessie, a big hand, please? Really appreciate. Salute to both of you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how we conduct our global impromptu speaking session, where we speak for a couple of minutes, but listen for the rest of the session. This is one way of giving back to the society. Trust me, you are going to be remembered for a longer period of time comparatively. With that, power vested in me as a host of this very meeting, I adjourn the meeting. Now over to each one of you to have fun for some time, please. God bless you all.
Yes. Great
Wonderful
session.
topics,